Google began in 1996 as a research project at Stanford by Larry Page and Sergey Brin, PhD. Google was then founded in 1998. Everyone thinks they know what's going on at Google.
You have to look at the net positive or negative of a technology, not the absolute positive or negatives. If you pick any technology which has ever been produced, and certainly any that Google X is likely to produce, it will not be an absolute positive.
The way some people describe the difference between Google Research and Google X is Google Research deals with bits while Google X deals with atoms. That is to say, Google X deals with the real world while Google Research deals with the digital world. So what is X working on?
Everyone knows about the Google Glass, the not-so-stylish, useful thing that has revolutionized the way geeks impress their friends. And there is the Loon, which is going to give everyone in the world internet access. The Loon has been tested in parts of South America. The main issue is it withstanding extreme weather conditions.
What do you know about Google X?
So I know that Google X is part of the Google, or now the Alphabet parent company that also owns Google, and they are the research part of Google. So that's where they can put staff and lots of money to try and invent cool, crazy new technologies.
Where they're doing a self-driving car project. What do you know about it? What do you think the effects will be?
So I know that just last week, Google announced that they have spun off the self-driving car as its own company now called Waymo, and they are moving forward with getting more and more regulation in the U.S. that will allow their self-driving cars to run commercially on the road while they're continuing to do more and more research. Google's probably the biggest name, but Tesla, of course, has some degree of autopilot self-driving car right now. Uber has been testing them in San Francisco with self-driving cars. One got caught on video just yesterday running a red light. Whoops. And that red light issue, highlights the one question, which is how does a self-driving car do when compared to human judgment? Not to say that humans don't run red lights too, but there's a judgment factor in driving. Can the computer make those fuzzy decisions? Not, is that a stop sign? Should I stop or go? But, do I turn left or right to avoid the family of ducks in the middle of the street? So there's that side. The other interesting thing applies more to you than to me, and that is, will you be the last generation that gets excited about car ownership? Because if self-driving cars really go big, is there value in owning a car? When you can just go to your phone, use an app, and get a car to come to your house and pick you up and take you where you want to go, you may not own one, you may just subscribe to a service. In which case, is that high school moment where you get the 2006 Prius, right? Yes, I'm getting the Prius. Will you be the last generation that's excited about that? Because car ownership will start to fall off. We'll see.
How did you hear about Google X?
Just through keeping up with tech blogs and tech news and all the interesting things that Google X has done. They put themselves out there as a moonshot company, which means they like to reach for a project that feels very difficult, very inaccessible, much like Once Upon a Time going to the moon felt that way for humans. Now we've been there, done that. So they try and look towards the technologies that aren't just, look, it's a new smartphone, yawn, but something that's amazing, like delivering internet by balloon, Project Loon. I am Rod Milstead. I'm a tech teacher here at Drake High School.
This is a self-driving car. Again, something you've probably all heard of. People are afraid. They don't want to trust a machine, but the trust is the only time one was crashed was when a human rear-ended it.